WWF TNT. We have with us, to start the show, as a matter of fact, one of the more outstanding wrestlers, a former Intercontinental Champion, I believe on 2 different occasions, along with his manager, a former Tag Team Champion, I believe on 2 different occasions. Would you please welcome our first guest, Mr. Fuji and the Magnificent Muraco. Oh, boy, that's what you hear every time you go. You hear that chant, beach bum.
I keep getting better and better every day, too.
Less of a bum in terms of someone's eyes, or?
Oh, look at these people here. Do you think any one of them wouldn't give their right eye to own property in Hawaii?
Own property in Hawaii?
To be a beach holder, to be a property holder, But let's forget about that. What we're here to discuss is professional wrestling and my expertise and Mr. Fuji's guidance.
Mr. Fuji, look at that face. If we could just get a little. Now take a look at that face.
Very good face.
Now, surely Mr. Fuji would have to make it in pro wrestling. He could never make it selling used cars with a face like that. That's for certain.
Oh, that's a lot of. You would be surprised the people he could intimidate with that type of face, though.
Oh, good point.
And that's the name of our game.
Well, let's take a look at some of your intimidation. We'll join this match in progress via videotape. The tag team matchup, Mr. Fuji and the Magnificent Muraco. Let's go to the tape.
He's going to get in a hurry. Well, I'll tell you, Gorilla, what a thrill it is to see Mr. Fuji don the tights again. Yeah, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, I always enjoyed watching Mr. Fuji wrestle. And I lost a little bit when he went strictly manager. I love to see Fuji put the tights back on.
That devious individual, you would kind of like a guy like that, Jess. He's right up your alley.
Well, Fuji has a unique style that I find real enjoyable, Gorilla. And teamed up with the Magnificent One, it's going to be awesome.
Well, a lot of tremendous tag team matches forming here in the World Wrestling Federation for one thing and one thing only. They want the title currently worn by Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake. Look out. Jose Luis hard down onto the concrete.
One thing I like about this, Gorilla.
Look at this. There's your devious one right there.
That's right.
No, not a slam. Oh, right down onto the concrete.
You know what I like about it, though, Gorilla? You can't say nothing about him interfering now because he's part of the match. He's part of the tag team.
Well, he can still interfere when he's not the legal man inside the ring.
Yeah, but I know how you're always trying to corner him and say that he interferes when he manages.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of confidence now because he doesn't have that cane in his hand that he uses so well from the outside.
Hey, let me tell you, Mr. Fuji's a deadly individual with or without a cane.
Power slam back in from the outside by the Magnificent One, who is just running through every bit of competition here in the World Wrestling Federation. Another quick tag made to the devious one, Mr. Fuji. As Jose Luis having his problems yet to get into this match, Greg Eberhardt. Rivera now caught Fuji looking in the wrong direction. Got his attention in a hurry. Nice drop kick. And there's the tag. Eberhardt now into this match. See what the youngster from Chicago can do. Wow. The recipient of a big chop at the hands of Mr. Fuji.
Well, I'll tell you, Fuji doesn't have to take any backseat to Steamboat when it comes to martial arts tactics.
Look out, Banzai. Oh, right into the lower abdomen. Highly controversial move, quick tag made. It's a Magnificent One with a beautiful knee lift.
It might have been controversial, but it was done right in front of the referee, and the referee was satisfied with it, Gorilla.
Well, still controversial in my book. Referee Dick Crow warning Muraco about that knee into the esophagus area. Wow. Look at the agility on that man at his body weight, Jess.
That's right, the Magnificent Muraco. One of a kind.
Very impressive individual. Former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Wow, what a slam. All right, giving some kind of sign there to Mr. Fuji, a little bit of a bow. What are they pointing at you for, Jess?
I think they're dedicating.
Wow, look at that.
I like it. One,
Onside
two,
away.
three.
Count, that's all she wrote.
My goodness.
See how people appreciate
Let me ask you, you mentioned Hawaii earlier on. Here's the cover of the magazine with Hulk on the cover. And on the inside, we had as our guest last week, I don't know if you saw it or not, so Pedro Morales was here last week. And as you look at Pedro's Port of Riches, referring to, of course, Puerto Rico, I wonder how you would compare or contrast the beaches of Puerto Rico with Hawaii. I mean,
Give me a break. You want to keep your show, don't you?
surely. I mean, Puerto Rico is a beautiful, beautiful place.
It's lovely. I love it. It's great. It's great for getting mugged and getting sliced up, and don't take any hubcaps there. Of course, and if you own a train line, you can always get it spray painted for you. It's a wonderful place.
We'll apologize for those remarks.
Well, you asked me.
Well, I suppose I asked for. TNT. What about SD Jones? He's from the West Antigua. What about the beaches there? They are really nice there, as compared to Hawaii.
Oh, they're all beautiful beaches, but it's not the South Pacific.
I see.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own little taste of paradise, their own little what they believe. You know, people even like living in New Jersey. You know.
Well, let me ask you. You obviously are very proud of Hawaii, as you should be. I wonder what the Hawaiians feel about not only your wrestling ability, but I wonder aren't they embarrassed with what they have seen lately? With you embarrassing yourself, attempting to be an actor. We saw Fuji-chan, Fuji General. I mean, you two trying to act. I mean, surely someone would be embarrassed. If you're not embarrassed about it, certainly a lot of the audience is embarrassed.
What you know about acting, what you know about talent, what you know about freedom of delivery, of freedom of expression, you could take and you could fill Andre the Giant's brain with.
All right.
That's really good. Thank you.
In any event,
we got all kinds of good people here.
We have. We're going to show you. You can take a look at it, and I'm sure you'll be just equally as proud.
I'm obsessed. I train hard.
You're
upset
or obsessed?
Obsessed. Everything I do to perfection. Everything I do to magnificence.
We have some cuts.
Everything
here.
I do absolutely the best that can be done.
Mm-hmm. We have here some shortcuts of Fuji General, Fuji Bandito,
hard, I work hard,
and Fuji Chan,
hard.
And we'll let our audience be the judges to whether or not they feel you're a good actor. Here we go.
There's the look I love so much, and you do love me, or you wouldn't have taken it for me, like you did at the nurse's station. Now prove you love me with a kiss.
Go home and kiss your wife.
You know I'd only be thinking of you. She doesn't understand me. I can't be myself with you. I need you, Louise. We've got so much going for us. Don't let that fact that I'm going back to my wife spoil a good thing for both of us.
Do you ever stop and listen to yourself? You don't make sense.
It's your face and your lips that have me so confused. You'll understand someday, maybe not today, but it'll be all clear soon. You got to know I love you. Now kiss me and let me go home with a smile on my face.
Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Forget about
it.
What are you trying to do? Kill me too? Put me in a bed with him?
You're a
wrestler, that's what you are. You're not a... I wouldn't know talent. I know. Wait a minute. I don't need anything from you. I didn't ask for any Chinese. You're not going to get away this time.
You're very brave for a man who would outnumber 5-1.
They look like good odds to me from where I'm sitting.
Muraco, first I'm going to take care of you. Hand over that gun belt.
Don't make me laugh.
I want that belt.
I'll show you who's the fastest.
Wait! No! Oh, kid. Oh, I love you. I love you. I need a glass of water.
She'd still be alive if you hadn't come to town, Ringo. You killed my Lil. Now it's going to be my pleasure to kill you.
Big mess.
But Marshall's dead!
Dr. Biggers.
He's dead.
The stone is missing.
If only that great detective from Honolulu were here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Inspector Fuji-chan!
Greetings. I'm sorry I'm late, but number one sound very like dew on lawn of morning. Confucius say, he who hesitates gets the worm.
Oh man. Hey, look at here, y'all. What's going down?
I understand you have murder here tonight.
What makes you think it was a murder?
Great Scott, man. Professor Biggers is lying on the floor with a knife in his back.
And the sassafras stone is missing.
Sounds like circumstantial evidence to me.
A clue will speak for themselves. Bad alibi like smell of old lunch cannot stand the taste of time.
I've got to say, that is, every time I see that,
Thank you.
every time I see that, I mean, that's the worst piece of acting ever. That's awful.
Are you kidding? There are traces of Fellini in that. Could you see the cutaways, the shot, and the panning? There are traces of Robert Redford, like in the.
Robert Redford?
Oh yeah, there's so many subliminal things. There's so many great aspects. See that you don't have the depth, you don't have the perception in your mind to feel this. You see.
Well, all I can say is
You've never given it all to yourself. You've never given in to be able to get against the world champion. You've never given in to be able to.
To my knowledge, however, you have not received one legitimate offer from Hollywood. Not one.
I can see why.
Well, all the agents have been clamoring. Mr. Fuji's been handing my mail.
Mm-hmm.
They've been coming in all over the place.
And you haven't had one offer? Where is it?
Of course they've offered. They've offered. My wrestling schedule is extremely demanding.
Oh, I see.
My training schedule is extremely demanding. No one trains as hard as I do. No one fulfills as many commitments as I do.
Well,
But I've become obsessed with this whole business, with this whole acting challenge, with this whole new career with myself and Mr. Fuji. I have become obsessed with it. And you know what? The only answer, the only way to really set this off is to go to Hollywood, get an agent, and present our excellent material to all the finest studios and let them bid the highest dollar.
So they just haven't seen it in the Hollywood.
That's it. That's obviously it's been hidden. Somebody's been put it on the back burner. We are.
So you're going to take this to Hollywood?
We are taking it to Hollywood. We are procuring one of the finest agent Hollywood has to offer. Beverly Hills has to offer.
All right. Would you mind, since you started all of this, would you mind if we followed you with our TNT cameras to see how that session goes?
It would be my pleasure if you could keep up with my schedule. I have to train in between then. I have my wrestling commitments, but I am obsessed.
All right, when we return with more TNT, we'll have with us as our guest, Danny Spivey.
We'll see you in Hollywood.
Okay. TNT. And in a moment, we're going to be joined by a young man who has a tremendous amount of promise in the World Wrestling Federation. He has not been in the Federation all that long, but he's made quite a reputation for himself as of late. Would you please welcome our next guest, Danny Spivey. Hey, big boy. What are you, 6'7"? 6 feet 7 inches. What do you got to be close to that. What do you weigh?
280.
280 pounds. That is quite a sizable boy. And back in your day, Alfred...
they didn't make them that big.
No, I don't think they did. No.
I'd have been battered to death a long time ago. I've seen him wrestling too. He is just excellent.
Thank you, thank you.
Where do you go, Stanley, in terms of... let's set a goal for 1986 here. What's your goal in 1986?
Well, my goal is to improve, polish up on my style a little bit more, and to go after, you know, possibly a chance at getting that Don Muraco, Greg Valentine, and find me a tag team partner, and maybe going after the belts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's unlimited. I want everything.
Sure. Young man like yourself, why not? Why not try for everything?
Really?
And, Alfred did, and of course he failed miserably. But,
thanks a lot.
Well, we would hope that you would have considerably more success than his lordship had. But nonetheless, you keep trying, Alfred. I mean, in your own way.
Yeah, I did try. I had a go here and there. Mm-hmm.
Still do. I mean, not in terms of the wrestling ring. But...
No, that's true, and I fail miserably there too.
Right now, we're going to take you to Madison Square Garden. I believe it will join this matchup in progress, and it'll be Terry Gibbs against Danny Spivey. Here we go now with the videotape.
Here in the World Wrestling Federation, and especially in Madison Square Garden, Japanese contingency on hand. Oh, come out of it with a nice high hip lock. Spivey off the ropes now. Oh! No one there for the elbow drop. No chance for Gibbs to beat Spivey in that particular manner. I'm sorry. Terry sends him in again. And another backdrop. He's got his right arm out of there already. You're not going to get 3 count that way. Oh, nice reversal now by Danny. And it's a bear hug of his own. And Gibbs is way up there in the air. Wow. Eye gouge got him out of there in a hurry. He didn't want to waste any time. He was obviously in a lot of pain. Nice block there by Spivey, and Gibbs goes headfirst into the top turnbuckle. Seesaw battle here at Madison Square Garden. There's this tremendous throng on hand as usual. Spivey maybe a southpaw. Nice Beal out of the corner. Wow, that's a long way down from that slam on that 6'8" frame. Oh, he connected with that one in the lower sternum area. 1-2 count only. Spivey can't believe it. He's coming off the ropes again. Whoa, dropped that big leg right across the chest. Might have knocked the wind out of him. Nope. Gibbs able to kick out once more. Gibbs showing me a lot of guts. Uh-oh, Bulldog coming up. Whoa, head first. Call me a cab, this one's over.
Alfred, you were on the receiving end of that hold that we just saw the Bulldog. You were on the receiving end of that on many occasions, were you not?
Several times, yes.
That sort of smarts, doesn't it?
Oh, devastating, really devastating. You can feel that for weeks after, believe me.
Could you imagine someone with 280 pounds coming
No,
out?
I can't. I hate to think what Terry Gibbs' condition was the following day. Strangely enough, wrestling injuries affect you the day after more than they do at the actual time. People might say you get up and
in your
walk away
case, it
from
was years after, right?
Yes, and mostly in the head.
Well, Danny, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck in the world, man. You're really,
Thank you.
really on a tear as of late, really are.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be following you all the way through, right on up to the top.
All right, very good.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be back as we continue with more TNT and who's up? The Bulldogs. Captain Louis Albano and the Bulldogs. Stay with us. Welcome back to more TNT. To join us now, ladies and gentlemen, the manager who's managed more tag team champions than any other manager in the history of professional wrestling, along with the 2 gentlemen whom he manages, the Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith, better known as the British Bulldog. a seat, Capper.
How you doing, Vince?
All right. Well, the Bulldogs, you guys look great.
Thank you. Trying to keep in shape, you know. Working out every day.
Obviously, you're not following the captain's training regimen.
No, Vince. So I tell you, let's get this straight right now. I do not train my champions. I have a staff of trainers that are very well qualified trainers. I am merely there as a technical advisor. I book my talent. I make sure they have the right matches that are most lucrative for my men. I make sure they're right now they're top contenders. And Vince, I've had 15. Yeah, that's that big belly. That's 52-inch waist. Get a load of that. You want to take a load of that belly button?
Goodness.
Now, what I'm trying to say, Vince...
It's do as you say do and not as you do.
In other words, I'm on a carbohydrate diet. I drink 3 quarts of unboiled virgin goat's milk a day. I've stated that before, and I'm on a seafood diet. Everything I see, I eat. But that's beyond the point. These men are, without a doubt, Vince, I don't like to make comparisons amongst my champions. I've had 15. But these men are, without a doubt, the finest athletes in the world today. They have the wrestling balance. They have the agility.
Let's take a look at them.
Let's take a look at them.
In the tag team action, the match joined in progress against Barry O and Moondog Spot.
I've never seen anything like it.
Let's take a look now at the videotape footage.
Amazing.
Dynamite now off the ropes. Nice shoulder block. Wow, he had a vengeance behind that one. Ducked underneath that big right hand. Dynamite over the top, high cross body. No, he can't get him. Another quick tag made as Spotty comes in. Look at him move around in there. Spotty with a headbutt. A number of right hands. Whips Dynamite in, drops down in front, Dynamite over the top, 100 miles an hour. They almost crash together, head to head.
Oh, he was moving so fast there, they came just temple to temple. And even Spuddy is not moving from this one.
There's a tag made, Davey Boy Smith in there now. Oh, he's got both of them. Double noggin knocker as Barry O stepped in, and there goes Barry O down to the floor. Spotty in for the ride. Big backdrop. Davey Boy Smith down on top. 1, 2. No, he couldn't get the big guy. As that upper body strength got him out of there. Look at the power here. He hoisted him up there with one hand. Power slam.
What a power slam.
Down for the cover. 2 and no.
Davey Boy didn't hook the leg there. He would have had him had he hooked that leg.
Tremendous power slam, and there's another quick tag made. And both of them are in there now as Dynamite wraps him up. Clothesline right off the ropes there. Down for the cover once more. You're not going to get this guy. He's too big in the upper body. You're not going to beat him that way.
No, he's showing the English boys what he's made of, too.
Snap suplex. Well executed. Look out, Barry O coming in. And Davey Boy meets him, and now all 4 men are in the ring. Dynamite Kid's hurt. Uh-oh, they're doubling up here on Davey Boy, who goes outside the ring. Double team effort now as 3 men inside the ring. Davey Boy Smith on the outside. Look at this, duck underneath. And a hard cross body. He's got that leg hooked.
He got him. Dynamite, you fellas obviously are looking forward to meeting Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake for the title, are you not?
That's right, Vince. You know, we've been waiting for a long time. We've been training hard. If we're not ready for him now, we'll never be ready for him. Davey?
Well, as Dynamite said, we've been training hard. And as you saw in Poughkeepsie last week, the non-title match, we did beat Greg Valentine and British Beefcake.
Fantastic.
And they know the British Bulldogs are coming, and they're scared. They're trying to hide from us. Well, they can't. They can run, but they can't hide.
Let me tell you something, Vince. We're going to do you proud, the United States of America proud, and the good Lord himself proud.
Can I make one more statement, Vince? I've been assured by the Bulldogs that when they do take these belts, and they will, they'll remain right here in the United States that they so love.
That's
this
right.
is their adopted home, and them belts will stay right here in America. All right. God bless you, guys.
We'll be back as we continue with the likes of the tag team champions. Stay with us for more TNT. Thank you, guys. More TNT. Earlier on, we had as our guest I guess you'd call them number 1, or certainly within the top 5 tag teams in contention for the World Wrestling Federation title, the British Bulldogs. And in just a moment, we are going to introduce to you the reigning World Wrestling Federation tag team champs, managed by managed by a gentleman who at one time was himself a tag team champion. Would you please welcome Luscious Johnny Valiant, Brutus Beefcake, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. What's that you're smoking there, Mr. Valiant? What is that?
This is a Cuban cigar.
Man, that thing stinks.
Well, that's a fine 100% pure tobacco from the great island of Cuba, country of Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's also a nice hat you're wearing.
Yes, this is something somewhat similar to the Raiders of the Lost Ark. As more or less, this is Raiders of the Lost Ark, and this is a very, very similar type attire.
Sort of lost for words, in other words, right?
No, I was just telling myself a dirty joke. They caught it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Got to relay things that way.
I see. Well, earlier on, Mr. Valentine, we had the British Bulldogs out here a few moments ago, and I must say that they are really looking forward to what has to be real soon a championship opportunity to take the titles from you and Brutus.
Well, I think maybe they're just a little bit too overconfident. You know, they're great super athletes, and no smart comments out there from the audience. I'm talking straight paper right here, and I'm telling you that the British Bulldogs are being hyped up by Captain Lou Albano. Now, I know, if you noticed in the past that Captain Lou Albano, all the people that he has managed, they can't speak for themselves. They can't even think for themselves. These guys are great wrestling technicians, but they can't think and speak. So Albano has to do all that. Now, Albano, I know about Captain Lou Albano because the man managed me. I was smart enough to get away from him when he went off with Cyndi Lauper and all this rock and roll mumbo jumbo. Now everybody says because 15 World Tag Team Champions that Captain Lou Albano has had, that he's definitely going to take the belts with the British Bulldogs away from the Beaver and myself. And I say that's impossible. That's impossible. I have trained this man. I have trained myself. I'm a 15-year veteran, and we are not going to lay down and let no two British Bulldog punks take these belts away from us.
Brutus, hi.
Well put, Dave.
Hi, Brutus? Hi, Brutus.
We're with you here, Vince.
You are? Okay, just double checking. Sometimes you drift in and out. Just make sure you're all set here.
Hey, but he's got tremendous timing.
He does?
Natural tremendous timing. Yes, he's right there at the moment that counts.
Right there, baby.
He was there. He was there in Philadelphia.
When that plane takes off, you can feel, rest assured, Mr. McMahon out here and all of our vast wrestling audience by way of silver screen here, that when that plane takes off, Valentine and Beefcake will be a part of that jumbo jet wherever it goes. And let me tell you something, Mr. McMahon. My boys are very tired. They travel the nation. They travel the nation coast to coast like boarding house toast, and they come in there jet lag. They come in there with their bumps and bruises. I'm worried about this boy and keeping those belts. And you can take that to the bank with you, baby.
All right, then. Okay, fine.
We're going to keep these belts so long that all the people are going to be so sick of us. They're going to say, when are they ever going to bring two guys along to beat these two great champions?
Well, when we return, we will have a match that will show in just that, indeed, two individuals defeating you and Beefcake.
Wait a minute.
We'll be back. Stay with us for more TNT. TNT and more with Luscious Johnny Valiant, Stinking Cigar and all, along with the tag team champs, Valentine and Beefcake. And in a moment, gentlemen, we're going to take you back to a match I'm sure you will remember. A match held recently in the state of New York, in which it was a non-title matchup, thanks to Mr. Valiant here, and a non-title match against the British Bulldogs. And I must say that was a very, very exciting matchup. How did you see the match, Mr. Valentine?
Well, I seen it as ourselves being unprepared because They just came in with these contracts all of a sudden.
And
right
you
there
had
at
the
television
flu
studios.
and Beefcake.
And that's right. We both had jet lag, and
All
we
the
were
way in
up
from
all
San
night the night
Francisco.
before. Hadn't got ample rest. We were in Anaheim, California, Fresno, California. All these towns out there on the West Coast, they fly us right in there. I think it was a real setup.
I think it was
But
a
next
setup,
time
no
it's
doubt
going to be a
about it.
different story.
All right, then let's take you now to match in its entirety, non-title matchup, with the tag team champs against the British Bulldogs. Here we go now with the tape.
That will take the concourse.
Title tag team match scheduled for one fall. In the ring to my left, the manager, the luscious one, Johnny Valiant. And he represents the current World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. From San Francisco, California, weighing 273 pounds, Brutus Beefcake. And from Seattle, Washington, at 249 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And their opponents, led towards the ring by Captain Louis Albano from England at a total combined weight of 465 pounds, the British Bulldogs.
Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, led by Captain Louis Albano, the maker of more tag team champions than any manager in history. This is going to be an extraordinary matchup, the non-title matchup. The tag team action in the WWF is really heating up as of late. Earlier on, of course, Freddie Blassie pressing Corporal Kirshner to find a tag team partner to meet Volkov and Sheik next week. We're hopeful that at the end of this match, we're going to have Kirshner with us. I know he's been thinking about the challenge, and no doubt he'll come up with someone as his partner for next week to face Volkov and Sheik. But right now, the Bulldogs, Bruno, if they can pull this out, they could be championship bound.
You can believe one thing, that they're going to give everything that they have, because even though it's a non-title match, but if they can pull an upset and defeat the champion, you know that a title match is inevitable. They'll have to give them a title match. And I'll tell you what, I have so much faith in these two that I will not at all be surprised if they don't pull an upset in this bout right now and come out on top.
Valentine missing with the elbow. A kick to the midsection, misses there as well. Dynamite right back around, has Valentine here, rams the knee to spine. Dynamite Kid in control now. A whip to the ropes, heading off over Valentine, right back at him. Look at the speed of Dynamite Kid. Valentine almost knocked through the ropes.
That is speed. Valentine was barely up on his feet when the Dynamite Kid only come across the ring, got him with a tremendous tackle, and just about almost knocked him clear out of the ring. These two have such tremendous speed. It's incredible.
Valentine may be playing possum, backing off into the corner now.
Well, you know.
Yes, he believe he was. Knee lift, a chop to the back of the head, and another one. Valentine attempting to assert himself, has a Dynamite Kid. Ooh, what a body slam. Here comes Brutus. Brutus now gets a head start and rams the elbow, I believe. The forearm down into the throat. Brutus Beefcake, perhaps the more sadistic of the two.
Perhaps, but I'll tell you what, Vince. Valentine and Beefcake are going to come up with everything.
Cover! Pardon me, only one. Dynamite really kicking out, reaching to make the tag, but too far away from his partner, Davey Boy Smith. Oh no, nicely done. A clever maneuver on the part of Dynamite Kid. Davey Boy winding up. Brutus Beefcake really working on the left arm. Oh yeah! And this capacity crowd coming alive. Oh no, look at that. You get break. Oh my goodness. He had to break the arm right there. Had to snap the elbow.
That certainly could. It certainly could. So far, the Dynamite Kid and Billy Boy Smith are sure showing that they are the superior team in that ring. Although right now they got him in that corner and they're getting up on him pretty good. Oh, what an elbow by Valentine. Wow.
Really nailed him.
He got Billy Smith, boy, right in the upper chest.
Valentine in control now. Greg the Hammer ramming the knee into the hamstring area. Continue. Oh, no, going for the figure four leg lock. Valentine cinching it up almost. Yes, he'll have it. That's going to be it. The Dynamite Kid comes in. Dynamite risking disqualification, and the tag was made. Now it's Dynamite in there against Brutus Beefcake. 1, 2. No. Dynamite Kid sending Brutus Beefcake into, oh, my, off the rope. Slingshot cover, he may get him. Oh, so close.
So close. Uh-oh.
Look at that. That suplex, that'll do it. Oh, come on. Quick tag was made, but look at that. Dynamite having the presence of mind to tag Davey Boy Smith. Has him up. Davey Boy, what a power slam. One, no, wait a minute. Tag is made. Look at this. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, yes sir. Look at this, standing ovation. A standing ovation for the British Bulldog. Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, Captain Louis Albano.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this bout, the British Bulldogs.
All right. With that, you know, you people can yell all you want to do.
All right, get it out of your systems, yell. You happy? There's only one little problem there, folk. That didn't count. That's a non-title match. That didn't count, baby. That's like kissing your sister, baby, you understand? It's like kissing your aunt. That don't count.
Surely, the Bulldogs are incredible athletes, and I would think in terms of athletic prowess, in some degree, they would have it as an advantage, I think, over the tag team champs.
It was just a matter of time. Beefcake had them all loosened up. Valentine was ready to put on that figure 4. Basically, what happened there, again, the jet lag. The fellas, they traveled all the way in from San Francisco. The plane was delayed. They changed. You people have never even been in an airplane. What are you talking about?
They've never been in an airplane.
No!
You're telling the truth. I'd say it's a lot harder being a world champion and staying a champion than it is being a contender. You understand what I'm talking about? We had that jet lag, and I have never seen anything like that where the man jumped off my back. It was 2 minutes.
Illegal, right? Very good point.
Totally illegal. They should have had Davey Boy get back out of the ring. The referee didn't know what he was doing. He's probably paid off by Captain Lou Albano. I know what a sneak Captain Lou Albano is. But we're smart enough, and Luscious Johnny's smart enough, that we didn't put our belts on the line. But I tell you, the next time we do, the Bulldogs are gonna pay. And payback! Let me tell you something, payback for Valentine, Luscious Johnny, and
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. The tag team champs, along with Luscious Johnny Valiant, and we'll be back as we continue with more TNT. Thank you, gentlemen. Back with more TNT, and what can you say about Valiant is sort of
Now you shut up, because I got something to say I want to say. I'm going to tell you something, Vince McMahon. I'm going to get down there so everybody can hear what I'm saying. You really put a lot of emphasis on those British Bulldogs. Let me tell you something. Anytime, any place, anywhere, I'll put the title on the line against the British Bulldogs. There you go. You happy? You're going to get it. Any place, any time, I'll put the title right on the line. That's how I think about it, right? So here, and you can take this show and you know we can do it. All right, thank you very much.
This is Johnny Valiant. At one time, actually, he is indeed upset. And, whoa!